Just coming up on 8:44 on this Thursday morning. Always love to have Desiree Nielsen on the program. We always learn so much from this registered dietitian, but I'm a little bit afraid of what's underneath the green napkins. Hi. What's happening here? You look at you, evil.
Well, and I've been a health foodie since long before I've been a dietitian. But I think when you blend the two, you see that there's a lot of misinformation in the health food world.
Seems to be a hype, right? It's like at one point it was you have to have a grapefruit every morning, and then it was you only eat pasta, and then it was like don't eat pasta.
Exactly, okay. And you know something is either a miracle or it's going to kill you. You know, there's no in between. So I thought we'd go through some choices this morning to settle through the actual facts.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready. I don't know, by the way. I do not know what is planned here. Deborah Wally, our producer, was like, I'm not telling you a thing.
So this one's going to hurt a lot of people because it's a very common beverage in our anti-soy world. It's
almond milk.
Almond milk. And one of the reasons why this doesn't live up to the hype, you know, it's not an unhealthy beverage unless you get the ones filled with sugar, but it doesn't live up to the hype because it's so filtered. It's essentially almond water.
Right.
There's no protein in it, even though almonds have tons of protein. There's no fiber, there's no healthy fats. If you really love almond milk and want to avoid other milks for whatever reason, you got to make it yourself. You got to get a high-speed blender, pulverize it yourself, and don't filter it. So you're actually getting the nutrition that's otherwise wasted when you buy a commercial almond milk.
All right, so bypass the purchased almond milk. I would not have guessed that. But we've seen Alyssa Bowman do the Vitamix with the almond milk. Very, very easy to make.
And that's a nutritious beverage. You make it yourself, it's nutritious. This, not much to it.
Check.
Check. All right, so number 2, agave.
Right, this is the miracle replacement for sugar.
Exactly, and my biggest pet peeve is when I see all these recipes on blogs or even packaged food where they say, no refined sugar, and it's loaded with agave as if it's a better option.
Now, is agave from a cactus, or what was it from?
Agave comes from exactly the agave cactus, the same place we get that wonderful beverage tequila, which I enjoy, more than agave syrup, when I'm not pregnant.
When you're not pregnant.
When I'm not pregnant, let's
Shots
be
of
clear.
Tequila with Desiree when she gives birth to her girl. Yes.
But you know, we get all upset about high fructose corn syrup because there's emerging evidence to suggest that fructose is not so great for our liver.
Right.
But high fructose corn syrup is only about 55% fructose. Most commercial agave syrups are between 75 and 90% fructose.
Whoa! All right.
This is a fructose bomb you don't need.
We're off the agave.
Off the agave.
We got to keep going here.
All right, here we go.
That's like eating styrofoam to me.
That's exactly right.
Okay, I've never been a rice cake girl, so this won't. Yeah.
And this is a classic, and particularly for people who are gluten-free, going to these, you know, these are organic brown rice cakes, but they're nothing food.
Right.
They spike your blood sugar, which you don't want. Right. There's not much fiber. They're empty.
You go rice cakes and consomme, and congratulations, you've just eaten salt and paper. All right.
All right.
That one doesn't surprise me at all.
All right. So this one is aimed at the fitness folks.
Oh, well, that's the energy bar.
The energy bar, and particularly the protein bar. We get this idea in our head because it has protein, it's good for you, and there are good options, but you really have to check ingredients. So many commercial protein bars are filled, again, with high fructose corn syrup, terrible quality ingredients, and as much sugar as a candy bar. So yes, they've got protein, but you're really eating junk food.
Yeah, well, there's protein in peanuts and in O. Henry, too.
Exactly.
Right?
Have a Snickers bar, exactly.
Exactly. Okay, so know what you're eating. Read the ingredients on the back.
Read the ingredients. They should sound like a recipe.
Right.
And make sure that you've actually got a low sugar count along with that protein, or just eat real food.
Right. So if the first few words in the ingredients list are this long or fructose, then you know you have a problem.
Exactly.
And last but certainly not least,
this is the controversial one. So this is my dear friend.
Not the coconut oil.
Coconut oil. And I love coconut oil. So I use this in my kitchen. The challenge with coconut oil is if you go online, it talks about the miracle of coconut oil, antibacterial, gonna help you lose weight. No. The research really doesn't back that up. There's hints, but you would have to consume nothing but this, really, to have any kind of effect. So I love coconut oil for people on plant-based diets because it's a healthy source of saturated fat. I love it because this is a refined version, so you have a higher smoke point for cooking.
Right.
The research on olive oil trumps this 1,000-fold. Olive oil is your main, coconut is your backup if you like it.
Okay, there you go. Olive oil is not touted as the new be-all end-all. So thank you for sort of debunking that one. Desiree is always available on her website. Great information. And